What's up everybody, welcome to my second channel. Today you're gonna find out if your man hates you, or if your girl hates you, or if you hate your partner. This is gonna wake some people up. Now, it's an important video because resentment is something that grows over time at a very subconscious level. Sometimes you don't even know that you hate your partner, because love and hate are such extreme emotions, and sometimes it can very easily like cross over into the other and you don't even know. So if you're finding out that maybe you hate your partner, or you suspect they actually hate you, it's time to have a conversation with them, or it's time to actually leave. I came up with this video because my friend and I, we always send each other the hashtag ihatemybf videos on Instagram. They're just so funny and like a little bit relatable. And we always joke that if we had the hashtag I hate my boyfriend trend back when we were with our exes, we would have been like the founding fathers and the #1 participants in that trend, because we hated our partners and our partners hated us, and I don't think we even knew this at the time. By the way, we were quite young, so we did not know this. The #1 thing is, when someone has resentment towards you, they're not going to be happy when something good happens to you. You might find that they snark, or they disregard your accomplishments, or they even like subtly put you down. And that's not stemming from insecurity per se. It stems from literal resentment, because if you don't really like someone, you don't really want them to do that well. In psychology, there's this one particular look that someone can give you, and it's when they start to bare their teeth. It goes like, and it's very subtle. Someone might not even know they do that, but if they do that, that is showing what is in their subconscious, what they subconsciously are thinking about you. Babe, I got really good news. Okay, #3, they get annoyed at you very, very easily. When you love someone, your tolerance for the things they do and their little idiosyncrasies, it's actually quite high. If you've been in love and you love someone, you know that they can do the most icky thing, and it's not even a problem. You don't really care, because you're like, whatever, I love them, I accept them. When resentment starts to build, the tiniest things are going to set you off. Like, your man can breathe and you're like, fuck, he's so annoying, like, can he stop breathing? They'll just be irritated by every single thing you do. You know, the honeymoon stage of a relationship, you're like, wow, I love the way he breathes. He's like the best breather on planet Earth. When you start to hate them, I wish he would stop breathing. Why is he still breathing? Okay, next. They let their friends speak badly about you. This can indicate resentment, or it can just be if someone's already like that and they've been doing that since the beginning. Well, it's a warning sign to not be in that relationship, because you should never be with someone who disrespects you or allows other people to disrespect you. But I remember in my first relationship, I hit 100,000 subscribers, and my ex-boyfriend and I, we hated each other. There was love, but we also hated each other. I remember he was on like a game with his friends, and one of the friends congratulated me on 100K. And then his other friends, who were like super insecure, they started joking about my videos and making fun of me in front of me. And my boyfriend at the time didn't do anything about it. And you know what? I went off on them. I took that microphone and I went in on all of those bitches. So guys, if you're in a toxic relationship, or you don't even know if you're in a toxic relationship, or you're suspecting that you have resentment towards your partner, you should definitely check out my sponsor today, BetterHelp. Your partner might even be giving you anxiety. And did you know that anxiety actually peaks in the springtime? Because summer's around the corner, there's so much pressure to be perfect, to get your life together, to glow up before the summertime. And there's so many people on vacation, especially with a partner, looking like they're in the best relationship ever. Babe, it's not real. That's why my paid partner, BetterHelp, can help you. Did you know the majority of BetterHelp members actually seek support for anxiety, including me? And 69% of members reported a reduction in anxiety symptoms just after 6 weeks of therapy on BetterHelp. It's super easy to start. All you need to do is fill out a questionnaire, and usually within a couple of days, BetterHelp will have paired you with the right therapist for you. And if you feel like your therapist isn't a match, because as I say, therapy is like dating. Like, you're bearing your soul to this person, you need to find the right match. You might have to go through a couple of therapists, and if you do it in person, they make it very costly and time consuming. But with BetterHelp, it's actually free to change your therapist. So when I was doing therapy, my first therapist, I did not resonate, and my second therapist, she was spiritual and she was specialized in anxiety and CPTSD, and she is what helped me the most. They carefully make sure their therapists are qualified, and their customer support team is there to help you with anything. So with over 7,000 reviews and a 4.3-star rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a platform that you can trust. So let BetterHelp help you rule your anxiety so anxiety does not rule you. Click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/SimmerSimmer to get 10% off your first month of therapy today. Next, they embarrass you in front of people. If someone can't control you, they're going to try to control other people's perception of you. So if your partner starts to resent you and they see everyone else loving you, they might try to publicly bring you down, and especially like publicly diminish your accomplishments. You often hear about, and I'm sorry, some men might get triggered about this, some men being jealous of their girlfriends because they actually like want to be their girlfriend. And you might be thinking that's crazy. Obviously it's each to their own, but you never know how this resentment's going to build. For example, there was this one woman and she was talking about how when she got pregnant, her husband was like, quit your job, relax, I'll take care of you. So of course she quit her job. As time went on and she got more heavily pregnant, he started to become so abusive towards her and angry because he's like, you don't contribute to the household, all you do is relax all day with your feet up on the couch, even though she was like carrying his child. But now he was being resentful because he was the one who had to work so hard, and I guess the fact she was relaxing was very triggering. Now, is this a common situation? Who knows? It's just something to be wary of, especially when picking a partner. And I feel like there definitely are early warning signs of jealousy. So I'm sure even in this woman's relationship, because it's a character trait, he would have shown little signs that she probably missed early on. I'll give you an example. I'm very triggering to a lot of guys I meet, and they often don't end up liking me over time if they get rejected naturally, or because I'm very confident and sure of myself and I have a good career. So especially in Dubai, I don't know what's wrong with Dubai. They have weak men. Like, the men in Dubai are so weak. They're obsessed with materialism, and if they have a little bit of money, it becomes their entire character trait. So there was this guy and he was like, what do you do for work? And I said, well, I'm a YouTuber. And he looked me up and he goes, 1 million. That would be impressive if you didn't buy your followers. And I was like, I literally grew this channel from scratch. Not one follower was ever bought. And he goes, oh, okay, that's pretty impressive then. But, you know, it's really easy to grow a YouTube channel if you post short form content. Like, constantly trying to diminish my accomplishment. And I was like, dude, I haven't even posted one short. Like, my channel got 0 shorts. And I forgot what he said after, but he kind of kept going until I just blocked him. And there's another guy, he's like, you travel a lot, who's paying for it? Me? The book? And then these same people would just say to me, oh, you know I'm joking, right? Babe, if someone jokes about something like that, they're not joking. That quote that goes, in every joke there's the truth. I may tell a joke, but I'll never tell a lie. Listen, whatever someone jokes about, it's showing what they really think. Okay, next, they don't care about your feelings, and you've probably brought up an issue many, many times and they don't change it. If someone loves you, they change. It's as simple as that. I'm really sorry, because I know girls especially were like, why would he change? Like, he says he loves me and then he doesn't change. Yeah, because he don't really love you and he probably can't even confront that within himself. I'll give you an example of someone changing me. When I met someone, when I met my comic, you guys, I respected this man so much. I thought he was such a great person that he inspired me to be a better person. I was like, I'm gonna change. Even though I think I'm not bad. I'm already not bad, but I was like, I need to become better for him because that's what he deserves. And I didn't even love that man yet. When someone resents you, they almost like to see you hurt. Especially, I think, if you're in a position of power in the relationship where you have something they want that they resent, they like to see you in a weaker position. There's this movie on Netflix, I forgot the name. It was with that Phoebe girl from Bridgerton. Her and her boyfriend, they both worked at a hedge fund. He thought he was going to get a promotion. She ended up getting that promotion, and she was objectively the better trader than him. He lost money. She made a lot of money for the firm. And over time, he started to resent her. And eventually in this movie, it culminated into him R-wording her at the end because he felt so weak that the only way for him to feel powerful again with her was to physically dominate her. You may think that is extremely far-fetched, but it's not. Like, even from the beginning of that movie, when she got the promotion, I could tell by the end of that, that was going to happen. Not all partners are going to do that. Like I said, the warning signs are there early on. If you have that gut feeling that your partner isn't supportive, that your partner resents you, honestly, nothing is really going to change that, because resentment also builds from their own insecurity. Next, they're allergic to the future. I saw this TikTok and the girl was like, oh my god, babe, like, can we get married here? And he responded in such a harsh tone and was like, you're joking, like, you're kidding, like, I'm never gonna marry you. And they were together for like 5 years or something, and the comments were like, girl, he hates you, you gotta get out. It's true. Someone with animosity towards you, resentment, they don't even want to give you the satisfaction of imagining a future with them, and you are not in the future. Next, when you're already down in the dumps, they're gonna dump even more on you. If you're down on the ground, they're gonna kick you even more. Okay, and lastly, they just don't want to spend quality time with you. When you resent someone, you just don't want to be near them. Guys, I'm laughing because I'm remembering so many things with my ex. Like, we literally just didn't like each other. But we didn't realize until the end. I'm laughing because it's so funny. I remember when we broke up, he was like begging for me back 3 months later, like, I love you, you're the love of my life, blah, blah, blah. This bitch didn't even know he hated me. And then I was like, okay, to prove you love me, you need to get a tattoo of me. You need to get a tattoo of my name on your hand or whatever. And he said, I'm not doing that. And I said, why? And he said, because when I look at that tattoo, I don't want to be reminded of you. Help. I'm actually crying. That was a different time. That was 6 years ago. What a different time that was. Anyways, that was so funny. And like, we would see each other once a week because, yeah, we didn't really like each other. And then when I did find somebody I liked for the first time, like, because I'm so picky, bro, every minute I just wanted to be with them. And same with them. And I'm like, wow, this is what it's like to actually like someone. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment below. Did you find out that your partner hates you, or that you hate your partner? Hashtag I hate my boyfriend. Hashtag I hate my girlfriend type shit.